forward, you're edge to edge.
So you're saying don't worry about it, you get a little bit beyond the edge.
We gotta remember what prop is. So they're gonna be standing. You have to hold it down like this. Much wider than this side.
The Houston Innerloop photo group goes to Fort Hood on a volunteer basis, working with the USO there to photograph, do portraits of the families.
The pictures that we make are from everybody. When we first started out, the purpose was these were family members because their service members were deployed. So this gave them an opportunity to have a picture of the family. And many times it was the first picture that had ever been made of a portrait for the family. And to be able to send it off to that service member overseas. And now we've changed because thankfully most of our service members are back stateside.
What makes me go up there as a professional photographer is the same thing about the club. It's giving back. It's giving back to our members. It's given to the GIs. And the thing that really affects me is when I got home from Vietnam in '71, you tell people, where you been? Oh, I was in the Army in Vietnam. They'd back up. So I want these soldiers to know that Joe Public appreciates what they do and honor their family for giving them up when they go on overseas.
Look right here at me. Look right here at me. Look what I got. Yes, perfect.
I was in the service, and I spent a year in Vietnam, and I didn't feel like I was very well appreciated. And so being able to show 350 families in some way that you are appreciated is pretty important to me. That's what touches my soul. This is a luxury. This is not a luxury they would afford on their own. This is something that just kind of falls in from the heavens and they can take advantage of, and it's nice to be a part of that because they would never have family portraits.
We are making memories. Many of these families have their service members overseas, and this may be the first portrait they've ever had made, and they can send to that loved one overseas during this period of time. Others have lost their loved ones, and they want to keep that memory intact.
Okay, look here, Pop. Hold on. There we go. All right, look. Everybody look. Everybody look. Look. Oh, it's getting.
One of the benefits of doing something like this at Fort Hood that's very rewarding for the individual photographers is that you learn a lot.
We have so many within our organization that have such a broad range of skills.
You have the professionals teaching, coaching you on how to do a professional portrait. We have a team of people who are doing the processing of the images. So for me, it was very rewarding.
I've always told people that if you can deal with kids and people and weddings, you can photograph anything. It's a patience level.
What can you do for me? Wow!
First of all, the USO has been an integral part of what we have been doing because they do all the marketing, they do all the appointments, they do it set up. And then they give back to us because they come out and figure out a project that we can use and an activity that we can do while we're there. And not only is it just the USO, but it's the Public Affairs Office.
When we get up there, the USO, as a thank you, takes us to some part of the base, and they show us some part of life and activities there.
Because a lot of people haven't been in the Army, haven't done all these kinds of things that some of us have, and it's just sort of fascinating what these young people train to do.
So it's the camaraderie, the learning experience. These are the reasons that you should consider joining the HIP Club and joining with us at Fort Hood.